Rugby League, the greatest game of them all. Jared Hynes back, baby. New South Wales. Jared Hynes is about to be selected in the New South Wales team. You're kidding me? Watch this space. All jokes aside, New South Wales are going to have a completely different spine going into the next game too, if I had my way. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Lachlan Galvin, what's happening there. The Tigers, the worst team in the competition over the last 10 years, absolutely, if not longer. Can they turn it around? All the big news in and around the game at the moment. We're going to talk about it all here, right now, here at the Barry Charles Footy Show. Let's get to it. Yes, what is happening here? Latrell Mitchell is in? Yes. Is Dylan Edwards in? Yes. But what about the spine? What are they going to do with the rest of the team here? 6 and 7. Who should they go with? Well, we've got the incumbents, Jerome Luai, who's been solid, like Nathan Cleary at New South Wales level, but hasn't really owned a series. Nicho Hynes has had 2 opportunities. Once he played on the centre for 10 minutes, got carved up. And again, with bad luck, whatever you want to call it, down to 12 men, they carved him up again when he was defending at the centre line. Absolutely carved up, absolutely all day of the week, Nicho Hynes. He will be out the door if I had my selections here. How about you at home? I think they're both gone. If I was selecting a team now, and I already had suggested this earlier, you've got to go number 6, Cody Walker, number 7, Mitchell Moses. This makes sense to me. You could argue you could put Jerome Luai into 7 if you want to make a thing. I think Hynes is gone. I think his Origin career could just about be over before it's begun. He should not be picked in the next game on what I've seen. If we're looking at hooker now, everyone's saying Epicurus is going to come in. He's not even in form. Are you kidding me? What game have you been watching? Absolutely rubbish. If you want the best hooker, I would say, in the game outside of Harry Grant, at the moment, Wayde Egan from the Warriors. Yes, Wayde Egan. I think the 2-prone attack for the Warriors of him and Mitchell Barnett, putting them in New South Wales, boom, you're going to see a big change. So this is what I'll be doing. Dylan Edwards at fullback. Brian Toho's done enough to stay in with Stephen Crichton. Latrell Mitchell, Zach Lomax. That's sweet as, no problem at all. If Addo was fit, the potential they could put him in, but I'm happy with that. 6 and 7, I'm going Walker and Mitchell Moses for mine. But I wouldn't be surprised if Luai stays, and I'm not going to criticise that if he stays in. No, but he can. But Nicho Hynes has got to be gone. Absolutely no kicking game at all. Has to be gone, sadly. It's not a popularity contest. It's about the best player in the position. If we're going to the props or Payne Huss, he's playing solid, but does he have that mongrel? That's the question mark. They need that mongrel, and this is where I'm going to go for Mitchell Barnett as that mongrel. He'll be the other prop for mine. They need some mongrel in this team, and he can bring that mongrel with Wayde Egan in 9. That's where I'd be going. Liam Martin, it's a question mark whether he'll be playing defensively. He was absolutely carved up there. Absolutely carved up. If you're going to say Liam Martin's out, what do you do? Do you just go, for me, if Liam Martin's out, I have Liam Martin and Angus Crichton as my 2 options, but if he's out, I'd put Ola Kawatu in at 11 here. I'd put him in. 13, where do you go here? Cameron Murray, he's back, baby. Yes, Cameron Murray's back. And Drake Tavorovich, after 1 game, loses his captaincy. Yes. But does that mean he's out of the squad? Well, let's have a look. Well, yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Who do you put where? You can put 100 options here. You got Reece Robson you can put here at 14. You put Connor Watson if he's ready to go. I'm going for Matt Burton. Matt Burton for me, he covers all the boxes here. He's my tip here. He needs to be in there. Reece Robson, I'm going to put him in anyway. I'm going to put 2 in the back here because I think he just defensively does his job. Spencer Lena, absolute animal. Absolute animal. And then the question mark is, who do I go with? Go with Isaiah Yeo or Jake Trbojevic, and that's where I get the question marks in my head here, where to go there. But I'm going to go for Isaiah Yeo just because I think he covers more positions. So that means the captain of New South Wales is dropped after game 1. And to be fair, he didn't play enough minutes to even... he's a good player. I'm not saying he could be in there, but I just think Mitchell Barnett's playing better football. Let's just be honest. Mitchell Barnett's been playing good football for quite a while and deserves his opportunity. They had an opportunity to pick him in the first game. They didn't. So we will see. But I mean, I like Jack Dvorovich. And then again, it's not a popularity contest with Nico Hynes and Jack Dvorovich. You pick the best players to play the footy. That's how you get it done. Anyway, Queensland, well, there's not going to be much changes. Question mark over if Reece Walsh will be playing. I think he will. But if not, simple hammer comes in. Sal and Covo to centre. And then they got to find someone else for the bench. Pretty simple logic. And it could be at Ezra Mam. Potentially someone else. That's really the only conjecture they've got in their squad. They will be pretty much as thing. If we're looking into the future for the West Tigers though, Lachlan Galvin out the door. See you later. He wants to hit the road, Jack. What's doing? Well, Shane Richardson goes, no way, Jose. You come after me, I'll anti-tap your ass. Yes, that's what he said. I'm going to anti-tap. Boom, out the door. To me, Lachlan Galvin, stick to your guns, mate. The Tigers are going to turn the ship next season. Absolutely. Look what happened with the Bulldogs. It took a while. Benji Marshall's in that same sort of thing. Michael Maguire's trying to do the same thing. You have to get rid of the cattle that are not performing, and it continues. It's a culture thing at the Tigers. They got rid of Nofaluma. They need to get rid of the riffraff. If Stefano has to go because he doesn't like it there, he has to go. Simple as that. You want people that want to be there. But Lachlan Galvin with Jerome Luai, those two can be, with Jerome Buller, Uppy, you have a spine that's good enough to make you a chance in these finals. Maybe Jerome Buller's got to go to the next level, but I don't blame him in the squad they need. But they probably, Clemmer's probably got to go, even though I like Clemmer as a player, but they just, whatever reason, they're just not clicking. John Bateman, he looks like he's ready for retirement. The way they're playing at the moment, they really need to do something. And they need a couple more big fish. They got Taruva coming as well. He'll be a good signing. Interesting to see where he plays in the side. So there is potential for next season, but this season's just looking no good. And if I was Benji, I would be just going, well, season's done. Let's drop these old guys. Let's bring in all the new ones. Let's go. They're saying, well, they might still perform bad. Well, they get some NRL experience. And that's what happened with the Bulldogs. Now, look at them now. Some of these players, they got that experience 4 or 5 years ago, and they're starting to really be key players for the Bulldogs. Some of the ones that have stayed on. So it is an opportunity to blood some more young guns. And I think that's what the Tigers just got to do for the rest of the season. In my opinion, Lachlan Galvin, stick to your guns. David Armstrong, apparently off to Lee Leopard after re-signing a week ago. It's just madness. Just like the David Feeder back flip. What is doing in rugby league at the moment? The contract's not even worth the paper it's on, to be honest. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. But we will see if Match Maguire has that talk with at the South Leagues game with Latrell, and he'll be in the team. But let's be honest, if Jared Hynes fit, he's in the team. But anyway, all jokes aside, let's see what happens on Monday, who gets selected. But that's the Barry Charles Footy Show. Have a good weekend, and up the Warriors, up the Wars.